Hi there, my name is Richard Liao from Croesus IT. I'm the Sales and Implementation Director. This morning, I just wanted to take the opportunity to walk through the standard SAP Business One GST logic when you're doing a procurement or a sales transaction. For an example, I have here a sales invoice. In this transaction on the row level here, we have an inventory item called bird nest. We have a tax code for SR, standard rated, and the GST has been calculated. So the question is, well, how do we do this? What's the best way? I don't want to be selecting the tax code all the time. So with SAP Business One, logic starts with Business Partner Master Data. For a customer, we typically will set it under Accounting tab, Tax. We'll indicate that the tax status is that they are liable, and there will be a tax group. So this tax group, for new setups, you would probably need to set it up according to this. So you would select this one and update. So in SAP Business One, the top priority for GST auto default selection comes from Business Partner. The second option is actually if you left it blank, it would actually go to the item master data. So when you're doing a sales transaction, it would be in sales. If you're doing purchase, it's in purchasing data. So for our example here, in the sales data, in the tax group, actually we set it to a default tax rate of 6% with the GST for Malaysia called SR. So for the procurement time, when we're buying some bird nests, we actually can set the tax code for our purchases under purchasing data. Go down a little bit, it's under tax group. So here we've set it as TX, which is for purchases for GST. Now, just a quick note, tax codes are actually here. If I'm not mistaken, it's page 24. And here we go. Alright, purchases with tax directly attributable to taxable suppliers. This tax rate is actually predefined or recommended by customs under the Guide to Enhance Your Accounting Software to be GST Compliant on the customs website. You can refer to www.gst.customs.gov.my to download your copy of the tax codes or this software guide. Alright, so now that I've given you a very quick overview of how it actually looks and where the settings come from, let's quickly do an exercise to see if you guys can do it as well. Go to page 8 of my guide, basic overview, GST logic. I've actually shown you an example of Business Partner Master Data, making sure that your accounting tax is set correctly. Just another quick note on Business Partner Master Data for GST purposes. If you go to page 10 of my guide, you will see that I have actually set the business registration number in here and the GST file numbers and the addresses. These are basically compulsory fields if you're generating a full GST tax invoice. So you might say, hey, how come my business partner doesn't have business registration number? So in actual fact, with the standard SAP Business One, you can hold on to this button and aim at this point here and go Control, double click. Here you can actually change the description. So the original description of Federal Tax ID, the standard SAP Business Partner field, what we have done is actually changed it to say the words business registration number, just to show you that it works. I just put XX, update, and you can see XX. So we recommend that you use this field because this is what we will be picking up from our program. This is the business registration number that is compulsory to be inserted in your full tax invoice. The same for GST number. Double click, GST ID number. Okay. to show you what it is. Alright, so control plus double click on the field and you can change the ID number. The other field that is important is actually to make sure that you have your addresses correct for your customers or vendors, because on your full tax invoice you will need this. So please make sure that you insert this correctly and fully. Now the other item of concern really is the item master. So let's have another quick look and see that, hey, for all my sales transactions, I've told SAP, if the business partner master data does not have a default tax code indicated, please use SR, standard rated. Right? So when you're doing procurement in default, the same. So this is how we would actually set the item master and the business partner master data in SAP Business One to indicate the default GST tax code to be used when we're doing a sales or purchase transaction. Thank you.